गिरिधारी शिष्य राधा विनोद बिहारी जू की जाय। श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मरन मोहन जू की जाय। नित्यालल विष्णु विष्णुपार शतर शत शिशुमार भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोसाई महाराज शिल गुरुदेव की जाय। नित्यालल विष्णु विष्णुपार शतर शत शिशुमार भक्ति वेदांत वामन गोसाई महाराज की जाय। नित्यालल विष्णु विष्णुपार शतर शत शिशुमार भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जाय। नित्यालल प्रविष्ट महाभागवत शिल गोक्षरस बाबाजी महाराज की जाय। नित्यालल प्रविष्ट शिल सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जाय। नित्यालल प्रविष्ट वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिल जगन्नाथ दास बाबाजी महाराज की जाय। श्री रूपानु गौरिय गुरु वर्ग की जाय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ शार गोसाई प्रभु की जाय। श्री स्वरूप दामोदर राय रामानंदारी श्री गौर पार्षद वृंद की जाय। नाम अचय श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जाय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जाय। श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल ब्रज मंडल मथुर वृंदावन धाम की जाय। सर्व अभिष्ट विदग्ध गिरिराज महाराज की जाय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जाय। श्री यमुना देवी गंगा देवी की जाय। श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जाय। श्री भक्ति देवी की जाय। श्री पूर्णमासी योग माया की जाय। श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जाय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की jai. Jai. Oh, and today is, let me just check really quick. It is the disappearance day of Srila Bhakti Kamal Madhusudan Gosai Maharaj. Ki jai. Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Let's skip. Let's do the Mangala Charan. One second. Where? अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। श्रीसिद्धान्तसरस्वतीति विदितो कोडीय गौर्वन्वये भातो भानुरिव प्रभात गगने योगोरसंकीर्तनाय मायावारतिमिङ्गिलो दरगतान् उद्धृत्य जीवानिमान् कृष्ण प्रेम सुदाब्धिगाहन सुखं प्रादात् प्रभुं तं भजे वन्दे भक्ति विनोदं श्री गौरशक्ति स्वरूपकं भक्तिशास्त्राज्ञ सम्राजं राधारससुधानिधिं नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगवरायते श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। वृषभानुसुतान्वितवामतनुं यमुनातटनागरनन्दसुतं मुरलीकलगीतविनोदपरं भज गोद्रुमकाननकुञ्जविदुं स्मर गौरगदाधरकेलिकलं भवगौरगदाधर पक्षाक्षर श्रीनुगौरगदाधर चारुकतं भज गोद्रुमकाननकुञ्जविदुम् तवायवास्मि तवायवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय देवी त्वां नायमां चरणान्तिकाम्। Bhaktya vihina aparada lakshaya Kshiptashtakama ditaranga madhe Kripa mai tvam sharanam prapanna Vrinde namaste charanaravindam Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams. Oh, oops, I forgot to open up YouTube and Facebook. There. Oh, shoot. Did it go live on? Sorry, 1 second. All right, looks like I am live. Okay, great. All right, Dandavat Pranams. Satya Mataji, Sarveshwari Mataji, Nari Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Shri Devi Didi, and Guru Nishta Prabhu. Hari Bol. Dandavat Pranams to all of you and to all the devotees watching on YouTube and Facebook. Hare Krishna. All right, so my mind is totally in songbook mode right now. And so actually right when I was starting this, right when I was going live, I was listening to a message from a senior devotee that I very much honor. He's kind of like the authority I go to resolve any questions related to publications and all that. And yesterday somebody asked me if I could add in the Dashmula Shiksha verses into the Gaudiya Giti Gucha. And I thought that might be a neat idea. It's the same meter as Nityanandashtakam and Jagannathashtakam. And it's like our whole entire philosophy just encapsulated. Wouldn't that be like a really cool thing to sing during kirtan time, go through Mahaprabhu's entire philosophy during bhajans? I don't know. I decided it'd be kind of neat. So I asked the idea to the senior devotee, and then he said, I think that's a great idea, but you should also include the Swaniyam Dashakam and the Swaniyam Dwadashakam by Srila Raghunath Das Goswami and Bhaktivinoda-Thakur. And also right now I'm thinking I should add in the 3 Chaitanya-ashtakams by Srila Rupa Goswami. I keep on, as time goes on, I keep on adding more and more. and I'm supposed to finish the songbook in like a month from now. And my load is getting a lot bigger and bigger. And I keep on making these big changes, like moving things around. And yeah, it's just been a really crazy time right now. So that's, if I'm a bit distracted, that's where my mind is at right now. So that's why, yeah. Anyhow, let's start our program for today. It's this program's also, but the reason I mention that is I always like to get feedback, because when I'm making big decisions, I like to just have more than one person, like, so yeah, if you'd like to see the Swaniyam Dashakam and Swaniyam Dwadashakam in the Gaudiya Giti Gucha, then, and also Dashmula Shiksha, or if you think that's it's getting a bit excessive, yeah, you can maybe mention in the chat. All right, so we are now going through the last song of the Viśrambhātmikā section of Śaraṇāgati. Viśrambhātmikā means confidence, having full confidence. Yes, Krishna has, he will surely protect me. I don't need to worry about anybody, anything. Krishna is, fully protecting me, and he always has what is best for me, what I need, the ultimate best thing for me. He always has that in mind. I have nothing to worry about. So yeah, and so now with these next kirtans that we're going through, the last kirtan of each section will be that anga of Śaraṇāgati, but in perfection, in our Siddha Deha. So that's today, the song. And actually, my Param Gurudev Srila Bhaktivinoda-gīti-dhārā Keshav Goswami Maharaj, in his Gaudiya Giti Gucha, in this book right here, he organized the songs of Śaraṇāgati in a bit of a different way. And he put all these Siddhadeha Śaraṇāgati songs at the end of the section, like all together. He grouped them all together at the end. Yeah. And so, anyhow, so our program is divided into 4 parts. We're going to first start with singing a song in glorification of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. We're currently in the middle of this Bhaktivinoda-gīti-dhārā Guna Gan or something like that. It's a Bengali kirtan. So we'll go through 3 verses of that. Then we'll go through Srila Bhakti-Rakshak Goswami Maharaj's definition of this Anga of Śaraṇāgati, Viśrambhātmikā, or also known as Avashya Rakshi by Krishna Vishvaspalan, having the firm confidence that, yes, Avashya, certainly, Krishna will protect me. So yeah, we'll go through the definition of that, of this Anga of Śaraṇāgati. And then just before the reading now, in a very short amount of time, I found some things to read on this topic of like when we attain Vastu Siddhi. So we'll just read the quotes that I found. It wasn't so much because I ran out of time, but and then we'll finally go through the song for today. We'll go through all the meaning of the words and then sing the song. Don't really have the melody worked out for the song, but I think I'll be. Let's see how it goes. All right. Haribo, Krishna Mai Didi and Archana Mataji, Hare Krishna. All right, let's begin. Cool. Nari Hari Prabhu likes that idea. Okay, and Sarveshwari Mataji is asking, what is the Swaniyam, Dashakam and Dwadashakam? So I think the Swaniyam, it's been a very long time since I've read them, but these are Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. I think he wrote 10 different vows that these were his Swaniyam Dashakam. So these are his own what do you say, resolutions that he writes for himself, that he's going to follow every single day. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote 12. These were the last, I think the Swaniyam Dwadashakam was the last thing Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ever wrote. It was his last. And they're very, very powerful, the rules that he set for himself to follow. I can't think of the right word, but yeah, anyways. So maybe if there's time at the end, maybe we can look through them and we can all see what we think, if we should include it in the songbook or not. All right. Cool. All right. Oh, Hare Krishna Shubhananda Prabhu. Okay, so let's go through the kirtan for today. For the Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur kirtan part, we are going to go through glorifying him through the aspect of his glory of his literary contribution, his writings. So the refrain of the song is Kota, that means where, Bhaktivinoda Shri Gauraswajan. Where is that Bhaktivinoda Thakur, the personal associate of Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu? Kota Bhaktivinoda Shri Gauraswajan. And this is, I don't know, it's not, the author is not written for this song, but this is the Bengali song in all the different songbooks of all the different Gaudiya Mats. So. O Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, your writings, full of transcendental emotion, are in a language that is natural, simple, and like a shower of nectar. On every page and on every line, you have gathered exquisite gems of conclusive truth, Bhakti Siddhanta, having examined the ocean of Shastra. And my friend Sundar Gopal Prabhu, he's been going through all different scriptures from everywhere and seeing where Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was pulling from. And really, nobody examines the ocean of Shastra like Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Sundar Gopal Prabhu could tell you very well how just how he's astonished. Every day he's astonished. Like where Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was diving into and taking the jewels from all the different, to this vast ocean. The teachings of Ramanujacharya, of Madhvacharya, of this, so. And then he made the essence of all these scriptures available to us. So let's sing this. One second, let me turn off the noise suppression. Oh, and this song is in the same meter as Pabe Habibolo, Shaydina Amar. Cool, Sri Devi Didi likes the idea of adding them. Awesome. Kotha bhakati vinod Shri Gaura Swajan. Kotha bhakati vinod Shri Gaura Swajan. Sahaja saral amrita varshini bhava bhasha bhara tomara lekhani. Prati patre chhatre siddhanta samani shastra sindhu chhani kore chochayan kotha bhakati vinod Shri Gaura Swajan kotha bhakati vinod Shri Gaura Swajan. Those beautiful gems are contained in your literary works, such as Shri Krishna Samhita, Shri Sajantoshani, Shri Chaitanya Shikshamrita, Shri Harinam Chintamani. Among them, Shri Śaraṇāgati attracts even the all-attractive Lord. That's what we're going through now, Shri Śaraṇāgati. What is that? Shri Śaraṇāgati, Shri Krishna Karshani. I like that. I'm going to say that in the Jadwani now. Shri Krishna Karshani, Shri Śaraṇāgati ki jai. All right. And then, so Śaraṇāgati attracts even the all-attractive Lord, Shri Krishna. And with Jaiva Dharma, you establish the intrinsic nature, the swarup of the jiva. All right, now, okay. Shri Krishna Samhita Sajana Toshani Shikshamrita Harinama Chintamani Shri Śaraṇāgati Shri Krishna Karshani Jaiva Dharme Jive Swarupastapan Kotha Bhakati Vinod Shri Gaura Swajan. One interesting thing, a devotee shared with me all the issues of Sajantoshani. And so I've been looking through them, and I've been seeing that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, all these different books, not all of them, but a lot of them, he actually published them in the issues of Sajantoshani in installments. So like Jaiva Dharma, it'd be chapter by chapter he'd publish in each issue of Sajantoshani. Also Śaraṇāgati, all the songs would, he'd publish a group of songs in one issue and then another group of songs in another issue, but I don't think he ever actually published them as a book during his time. And then it was during the time of Srila Saraswati Thakur that Śaraṇāgati was published as a book, and maybe some of these other things also, Harinam Chintamani and so on. I'm not sure if Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur published them as books. Maybe, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, because 1896, these were all in the issues of Sajantoshani from 1896. But then this one, I actually have a PDF of the first book publication of Jaiva Dharma, which is, I think, in 1902, if I remember correctly. Yeah, okay. Mahaprabhu Shiksha Gita Valikana Gita Mala Prema Pradipayakyan Kalpataru Raje Viraje Kalyan Aparayananta Tava Puritan Kota Bhakti Vinod Shri Gaura Swajan Kota Bhakti Vinod Shri Gaura Swajan. Sorry, I forgot to read the translation. So, also in this ocean of Shastra, you've given us the jewels. You've extracted the jewels from this ocean of Shastra in the forms of Sri Mahaprabhu's Shiksha, the songs of Sri Gitavali and Sri Gitamala, the narration of Sri Prem Pradeep, the shelter of Kalyana Kalpataru, in which Kalyan, eternal auspiciousness, exists. These abundant gifts of yours are unlimited and everlasting. Jai. All right. Oh man, I really hope that within my lifetime I can go through all of these books with you all these books here. All right. So now the Prapanna Jivanamrita definition by Srila Bhakti Rakshak Srila Goswami Maharaj of this Anga of Śaraṇāgati. Oh yeah, and Guru Nishta, who's with us right now, he did a series of classes on Jaiva Dharma and Harinam Chintamani. Didn't complete it, right? But I listened to them all. They're really good. They're all available on the Chaitanya Sangha YouTube channel. All right, so here's a definition. Rakshishyati himam Krishno bhaktanam bandavaschasa kshemam vidhasyati yad vishvasotraiva grihyate. So when we go through the song Choḓato Puruṣa-abhimāna, we can look for these qualities throughout the song. It is, certainly Lord Krishna will protect me because he is the friend of the devotees. Rakshisyati himam Krishno bhaktanam bandavaschasa. Certainly Lord Krishna will protect me because he is a friend of the devotees. He will definitely bless us with all auspiciousness and success. So within this chapter of Prapanna Jivanamrita, such faith is sustained. All right, so now we will go through the meaning of this song. I didn't read it beforehand, so but I think it's okay. It's pretty simple, the meaning of all the words. Yeah, let's try. Okay. Choḓato, sorry, I'm not singing it yet, I'm explaining the words. Okay, Choḓato means giving up, getting rid of, abandoning, forsaking. This Puruṣa-abhimāna. So actually the way to say male in Sanskrit and in Bengali and in Hindi is Purush. That's how you say male. It also means, wanting to be the enjoyer, the Purush. All the things around me is meant for my enjoyment. So this is Purusha Bhav, Puruṣa-abhimāna, having this mentality of being a male or being the enjoyer of all that's around me. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Choḍato Puruṣa-abhimāna, having given up this, abandoning this Puruṣa-abhimāna, this mentality of being the enjoyer, today, aji, see this word here, aji, today, kinkari hoinlu. I have become a kinkari. A kinkari means a maidservant. What's the meaning of kinkari? I think it means, king means what in Sanskrit. Kim means what? Kari, I do. So always the kinkari, the maidservants are always thinking, what shall I do now? What shall I do now? They're always trying to see what the necessity is and fulfill, always active. Kinkari, What do I do? If you break up the words. Yeah, so maidservant, kinkari. Hoinlu means I have become. Aji, today, O Khan. Varaja vipine. So Varaja means Vraja, like that. As you've seen all the time in the songs, they'll add in another syllable to make it fit like that. So Varaja vipine. Vipine means in the forest. So in the forest of Raj, Saki Sat. Sat means with, in the company of a Saki. Sevana Korobu. I will perform services. Sevan. Sevan Korobu. I will do. I will perform. Radhanath. O Radhanath. So in the forest of Raj, in the company of the Sakis, I shall serve you, O Radhanath. Kusume. And now what services will I do? Kusume Gantambu Hara. So kusume means forest flowers. Gantambu, I will string. Hara. Hara can mean necklace, or it can also mean garland. So I will string together garlands of forest flowers. Kusume gantabu hara. And then in between those kusum, and in between those forest flowers, tulasi mani manjari tara. So I will, mani means jewel. So, and then tulsi manjari. So the money, the jewel-like tulsi manjaris, tara. Tara means of that. Of that what? Of that hara, of that garland. And Srila Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, let me see, how did Srila Sridhar Goswami Maharaj explain this? He says, with tulsi manjaris set between the flowers of the garland. Yeah. Okay. Jatane. Jatane means very carefully, with utmost care and attention, attentively. It also means attentively. Jatane deobu saki kore. So deobu, I will place saki kore. Kara means hand. So kare means in the hands. So saki kore, in the hand of a saki. So I'll very carefully place this garland in the hand of a saki. Hate lobo saki adare. That saki, hate means lobo, so she'll, taking that garland in her hands, lobo, she will, lobo means she'll take hate in her hands. So there are two words here for hands. Kore means in the hands, and hate also means in the hands. So hate, so taking that in her hands, actually this is future tense, so she will take that in her hands, saki adare, with great affection. That saki with adar. Adar means affection, adare means with affection. So she'll affectionately take this garland from me. Saki dibo tua duhuk gale. So that saki, dibo, she will give. Tua. Tua means yours. Remember, this is being addressed to Radhanath and addressed to Khan, right? So he's speaking to Krishna here. So the saki, dibo tua, she will put them on your duhuk gale. Oh, on both of yours. Duhuk means duhar, right? How would you say? Yeah, it means of the couple. So of you two. Gale, around the neck. So now he's addressing Radha and Krishna together. Saki divo, so that saki will give tua duhuk gale. She will give around your two necks. And durata means from far away. Herobu, I will see, I will witness this. Kutuhale, with great wonder and great eagerness. Kutuhala means both wonder and eagerness. So I put both words there. So let's see. The saki will then place them on the neck of you both while I watch from a distance filled with wonder and eagerness. Now that saki kohobo, the saki will say to me, Shuno sundari, listen, O beautiful girl. Rohobi kunje, you will stay kunje, in the kunj, mama kinkari, as my kinkari, as my attendant, my maidservant. Gantobi mala manoharini. Gantobi, you will string malas, garlands. You will string garlands. Gantobi mala manoharini. Garlands that are very enchanting, attractive, beautiful. Mana means mind, and hara means stealing. So means mind stealing, enchanting. So yeah, you will string together enchanting garlands. Niti. Niti here means nitya. Nitya means daily. So daily Radha Krishna Vimohini. So you'll make mind stealing or enchanting garlands that daily, niti, that Radha Krishna Vimohini, that will attract Radha and Krishna. Manoharini and Vimohini mean very, very similar things. Yeah, they're kind of like synonyms. Okay. Tua Rakshana Bhara Hamara. Now this is the limb of Śaraṇāgati that we're doing, right? The Avashya Rakshive Krishna Vishvaspalan. So now this is like Avashya, the Saki Rakshive. The Saki will certainly protect me, right? So your upkeep, Tua Rakshana, your upkeep, Bhara, the weight, the burden, the responsibility of Tua Rakshana, of your upkeep, of your protection is Hamara, is mine. Your upkeep is now my responsibility. Mama kunja kutir tohara. Mama kunja, mama means mine. So mama kunja kutir, my forest cottage, tohara, is yours. Radha Madhava Sevana Kale. Kale means at the time of serving, Sevan, at the time of serving Radha Madhav, Rohobi Hamara Antarale. Rohobi, you will stay Hamara, my Antarale, my near, right behind me, right next to me. At first I translated this hidden next to me, because Antaral could also mean unseen, like hidden. But it also means by the side, and or behind also means behind. I looked it up in the dictionary. So Rohobi, yeah. So at the time when it is time to serve Shishi Radha Madhav, you will remain behind me. Tambula Saji Korpura Ani. You will Sajia. Remember, every time you see an apostrophe there, it means Sajia. Sajia. So that means preparing. Tambul and Karpura Ani. Aniya means bringing. So bringing Karpur. So yeah, carefully preparing tambul and bringing Karpur, deo bi moe. You will give those things moe, to me. Apani jani, knowing me to be your very own. Apana means very own, jani, janiya, knowing me. Knowing me to be your very own intimate friends, basically. Bhaktivinoda Shuniyabhat. So Bhaktivinoda, having heard this from the Saki, Saki pade kore pranipat. Pranipat means to fall down at Saki pade, at the feet of the Saki. Kore, he does that. So this pranipat is falling down, and then kore makes it a verb. So pranipat kore means he falls down at the feet of that Saki. After hearing these words of hers, Shunibat. I just realized I forgot to read the section, read about the quotes that I found. Anyhow, because I already started this, let's just sing the song and then we can read it at the end. All right. Okay, so the melody for this, hopefully I managed something right. Where is it? These are all the songs I'm working on simultaneously. Okay, there it is. Okay. Choḓato Puruṣa-abhimāna. No. Wait, 1 second. Just give me a second here to figure this out. Na 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 yeah, I kind of like that melody. Okay. Choḍato Puruṣa-abhimāna kinkari hoilo ajikan. Choḍato Puruṣa-abhimāna kinkari hoilo ajikan. Varaja vipine saki sata. Saki sata sevana koro buradhanata. Sevana koro buradhanata. Kusume gata buhara. Tulasi mani manjari tara. Kusume gata jatane deyabu saki kore. Jatane deyabu saki kore. Hate lobo saki adare. Hate lobo saki adare. Saki dibo tu adu kagale. Durata herabu kuto hale. Saki dibo tu adu kagale. Durata herabu kuto hale. Saki kohobo shuno sundari. Saki kohobo shuno sundari. Rohobi kunje mama kinkari. Rohobi kunje mama kinkari. Gantobi mala mano harini. Niti Radha Krishna Vimohini. Gantobi mala mano harini. Niti Radha Krishna Vimohini. Tua rakshana bhara hamara. Tua rakshana bhara hamara. Mama kunja kutira tohara. Mama kunja kutira tohara. Radha Madhava sevana kale. Roho bihamara oyantarale. Radha Madhava sevana kale. Roho bihamara oyantarale. Tambula saji korpurayani. Tambula saji korpurayani. Deyo bimoe apana jani. Deyo bimoe apana jani. Bhakti vinod ushuni par. Saki pare kore prani par. Bhakti Saki pare kore pranipad bhak Choḍato Puruṣa-abhimāna Choḍato Puruṣa-abhimāna Kinkari hoilo ajikan Kinkari hoilo ajikan Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Hare 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 Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Oh Jaya Bhaktivinoda Thakur Bhaktivinoda Jai Bhaktivinoda Thakur Bhaktivinoda Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hare Krishna. All right, so kind of switching the order of this program today. Now we can read the things that I found. If anybody needs to go, by the way, Dandavat Pranams. So now let's read through these quotes. And yeah, as I mentioned, oh, my voice is low. Okay, well, I'm going to speak into the mic now. Actually, I wonder if my voice gets lower when I have noise suppression turned off. I'm going to... Okay, let's see if it's better now. Haribol Champak Mataji and a whistleblower and Raseshwari Mataji Haribol. Okay, so let's read through the translation just in one flow, because yeah, it'd be nice to get the flow. So, forsaking the mentality of being the enjoyer, Puruṣa-abhimāna, today I have become your maidservant, O Khan. In the forest of Braj, in the company of the Sakis, I shall serve you, O Radhanath. I shall string together garlands of forest flowers with gem-like tulsi manjari buds woven between them. I will carefully place them in the hands of a Saki, who will take them from me with great affection. The Saki will then place them on the neck of you both, while I watch from a distance, filled with wonder and eagerness. The Saki will say, "Listen, O sweet young lady, O Sundari. Today you shall stay here in this grove as my attendant. You shall daily make mind-stealing garlands that will enchant Shri Radha Krishna. Your upkeep is now my responsibility, and my forest cottage is yours. When it is time to serve Shri Radha Madhav, you will remain behind me. You will carefully prepare tambul and obtain camphor, and then give them to me, knowing me to be your intimate friend." Bhaktivinoda, hearing all this, falls at the feet of that Saki. So, Haribol Manjulali Didi. So, since this is such a high topic that we're going through, I think it's appropriate that we read some words from our Guru Varga on the topic of attaining Vastu Siddhi. So, as I mentioned a few times now already, these are just quotes that I found in a very short amount of time. I just found a few things from, like, I was going through, this is Bhakti base right here, and I got 1/3 through. And so there's probably a lot of other very juicy things. Actually, what I really wanted to read was a section from Jaiva Dharma with Rajanath and Raj Mohan and Raj Kumar. Oh, no, Rajanath and Raj Kumar, right? But I didn't get time to get to that point. So we'll just read. These are the words of. All this is from the commentaries of my Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. This is from his book, Acharya Keshari. Let me make the text bigger. And it's not so much, only like 1,000 words, so we'll finish soon. All right. So these are just little excerpts, not complete parts. So in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila 16:239, it says, Antare nishta koro, bahye loka vyavahar, achirat Krishna tomai, koribe udhar. Mane nij siddha deha koriya bhavan, ratri dine kore vraje Krishner sevan. It's that's Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 22:157. So here, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying that in the beginning, one's nishta, one's firm faith, is to be kept within the core of one's heart. And at the same time, one is to behave like an ordinary person in order to sustain one's life. So internally, we keep this within our heart. But then externally, bahya loka vyavahar, externally, we just engage with like a normal person. Nobody will be able to detect what we have in our heart, just we keep that very hidden. Gradually, when one's faith becomes mature, one's worldly activities will also come to correspond with one's bhajan. That is, they will become favorable to bhajan. In such a condition, one should meditate on one's internally conceived siddha deha, which is suitable for the service of the divine couple, and in the core of one's heart, one should mentally serve them, a prakrit manasi seva. By following this procedure, at first one attains swarup siddhi. That's realization of one's eternal spiritual body. And ultimately, at the stage of vastu siddhi and prakat vraj, that means vraj on manifest vraj manifest on this planet Earth. One will attain vastu siddhi. One will actually, so swarup siddhi is like one is getting a spurti of their form, and that's in the stage of bhav, right? One starts to see, oh, this is what I look like. This is my feelings. There's like 11 different moods, right? Or 11 different features of that bhav that start to become. But then vastu siddhi is when you actually attain prem, but that's when you take birth in vraj on this planet. You actually now are in your form. You don't just have a spurti of your form, but you're actually in it. So that's vastu siddhi. So yeah, at the stage of vastu siddhi and prakat vraj, after giving up the material body, one receives the body of a gopi corresponding to one's internally conceived siddha deha. Or for anybody who's in whatever rest, they attain that body. And this is an excerpt from my Gurudev's commentary on Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu in the section on Raghunuga Bhakti Sadhan. And this is the reason I'm going through these quotes is because this is what it means, Choḓato Puruṣa-abhimāna, to actually fully give up any kind of abhimana as being the Purush and being situated in your real identity, your real abhiman. Okay, so this is, yeah. In 1-2-29, sorry, I think this is Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1-2-293 to 295. Srila Rupa Goswami has said, Krishnam smaram janam chasya prishtam nija samihitam tat kataratas chaso kuryad vasam vraje sada. Seva sadhaka rupena siddha rupena chatrahi. Tad bhava lipsuna karya vraja lokanusarata. Shravanot kirtanadini vaida bhaktuditani tu. Yanyangani chatanyatra vigyayani manishibhi. The meaning is that one should always reside in Vraj, continuously remembering Sri Krishna and those dear associates of his whom one aspires to follow, and one should remain absorbed in hearing about their pastimes. If one is unable to reside in Vraj directly, then one should reside in Vraj by mind. On the path of spontaneous devotion, on the path of Raganuga, one should follow Krishna's intimate beloved associates and their followers, always remaining absorbed in their service. This should be done with the sadhak group, the present external material body, and also in siddha rup, in the internally conceived body, suitable for rendering the type of service to Sri Krishna for which one's heart is eager. One should eagerly desire the bhav, the special loving mood of those associates of Krishna in Vraj whom one aspires to follow. Learned scholars who know Bhakti Tattva point out that in Vaidhi Bhakti, one is instructed to observe the limbs of Bhakti such as Shravan and Kirtan according to one's eligibility. These same instructions also apply in Raganuga Bhakti. Okay, so now this is Bhajan Rahasya 5.4. But yes, of course, we try to follow the limbs of Vaidhi Bhakti with the aspiration to enter into this Raganuga path. Okay, Bhajan Rahasya 5.4. This is also my Gurudev's commentary on this section of Bhajan Rahasya. Practicing and following means to take exclusive shelter of Sri Bhagavan's devotees, to remember and follow Krishna's associates is more beneficial than to remember and follow Krishna himself. It is more useful for the bhakti sadhak to follow the process of devotion shown by Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, who themselves follow the gopis. It's more useful to follow them than it is to follow Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly. Wow. The method to awaken lobh, transcendental greed, is to remember, pray, and weep for the sentiments of elevated devotees. Okay, how do we attain transcendental greed? How do we attain lobh? That we should remember, pray, and weep for the sentiments of elevated devotees. And every day we're going through these songs of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So when we sing them, this is how we're going to get lobh. This is how we're going to get greed to follow the associates of Raj. When we're singing these songs of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, we should remember, weep, and pray that these sentiments will enter our hearts. We're not singing them. We have no idea what's contained in them. But if we remember, pray, and weep, then by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's mercy, and by the mercy of our Guru Varga, this lobh, this greed will awaken in our hearts. Sadhan means to practice bhakti through the senses and with the aim of attaining Swarup Siddhi. This is very important. Whenever we're performing any practice in bhakti, when we're chanting, when we're offering pranam to Thakurji, when we're whatever activity of bhakti, when we're washing Thakurji's pots, we should know why we're doing this. What is the aim? The reason I'm washing this pot right now is because I want to attain Swarup Siddhi. I want to know who I truly am. What's my relationship with Krishna? And like that, we always have to, if you have that aim when you're performing sadhan very seriously, then it's called sadhan. Otherwise, chanting, offering pranams, doing all the limbs of bhakti is actually not sadhan, because you don't have your sadha set. You're not focused on your sadhya. So if you're not focused on your sadhya, then what does sadhan even mean? The word sadhan comes from the word sadhya. There's the objective and then the process to obtain the objective. So when bhav appears, one's practice is no longer sadhan bhakti, but bhav bhakti. And when one achieves vastu siddhi, he will attain Prem Seva. Right? Like Madhurya Kadambini doesn't actually talk about, it doesn't really get into Prem. It gets to everything before Prem, but Prem can't be contained within this body. And so the end of Madhurya Kadambini is when the devotee leaves his body. It's just like, yeah, and then all of a sudden the book's over. And so yeah, it's when we attain Vastu Siddhi, that's when we will attain Prem Seva. Okay, so now Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindu, verse 9. This is another excerpt on Raganuga Bhakti from my Srila Gurudev. And I think we'll end with this. It's well, yeah. In his book Prarthana, song 13, Srila Narottam Das Thakur has similarly written, Gaura Prema Rasarnave Shetarange Jeba Duve She Radha Madhava Antaranga. That's the song Gorangera Duti Pada, the last verse. So what does it mean? Let's just look at the Bengali. Gaur Prema Rasar Nave. So Gaur Prem is an ocean, is an arnav of ras. So arnave, within that ocean of Gaur Prem Ras, She Taranga Jeva Dubi. That person, Jeva means he who, She Tarange, in the waves of that ocean of Gaur Prem Ras, Dubi, that person who's drowning, who's completely submerged in that ocean, She Radha Madhava Antaranga. That person will become an Antaranga, an intimate associate of Radha Madhav. So my Gurudev would say, he enters in the Ganga on one side, and then he'll come out the other side from the Yamuna. That's the process of to enter Radha and Krishna's pastimes. You enter into the ocean of Gaur Prem, and then you come out as one of Radha and Krishna's associates. Gaur Prem is an ocean of ras. Those who submerge themselves in the waves of that ocean will emerge in the waves of the confidential and intimate service of Radha Madhav. Srila Kaviraj Goswami and Srila Narottam Thakur have composed the above verses for the benefit of Raganuga sadhaks. Therefore, Raganuga sadhaks should taste Krishna Lila through the medium of Gaur Lila. Consequently, it is essential for sadhaks to remember Gaur Lila and to follow the eternal associates of Sri Chaitanya. Since it is necessary to follow the Gaur Parikaras, it is certainly imperative that one observe the limbs of bhakti, the limbs of bhakti, Guru Padashai, Ekadashi Vrat, Tulsi Seva, Shri Shaligram Seva, and so on. All these limbs that were practiced by the foremost associates, such as Srila Rupa Goswami and others. There is no doubt about this. Sri Rupa Goswami, who is an eternal associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, serves Sri Radha Krishna as Sri Rupa Manjari in Krishna Lila. Sri Rupa Manjari, appearing as Srila Rupa Goswami with the attitude of a sadhak, weeps again and again and prays anxiously to obtain the service of Sri Jugal. Sometimes, while praying in this way, he'd become so deeply immersed in the emotional trance of Rupa Manjari that he would taste the happiness of direct service. Therefore, Raganuga sadhaks must certainly follow Sri Rupa Sanatan and other Goswamis. Opposed to this are those who vainly consider themselves as rasik sadhaks, but who do not adopt the limbs of bhakti, such as Guru Padashraya and Ekadashi Vrat. They can never obtain the service of Sri Jugal. This subject is extremely deep. Without the mercy of Sri Gurudev or pure rasik devotees, the sadhak cannot conceive of his siddha deha, of his perfected spiritual body. Therefore, the contemplation of one's nitya siddha deha arises of its own accord only by the merciful indication of Sri Gurudev. By continual remembrance of Ashtakaliya Lila, the pastimes of Krishna performed in the 8 divisions of the day, performed internally, Manasi Seva, with the nitya siddha deha, one obtains Sarup Siddhi. That's perception of one's eternal perfected form, which occurs at the stage of Bhav Bhakti. And ultimately, Vastu Siddhi. That's what we sing every day in our Guru Vashtak, right? The last verse. Vastu Siddhi is attained after giving up this body and taking birth in Krishna's Bhoma Lila from the womb of a gopi. Bhoma Lila means the earthly pastimes of Krishna, from the womb of a gopi. After attaining the association of Krishna's eternal associates and being purified of all final traces of a material identification, when prem is intensified, one attains Vastu Siddhi. But one should always bear in mind that not everyone has the eligibility to perform Yugala Seva by meditating in this way on their super mundane aprakrit daily pastimes, on the divine couples, transcendental pastimes. This practice must be concealed very diligently. One should not disclose these pastimes to ineligible persons. Until genuine greed to enter into the rag marg arises in the heart of the jiva bound by matter, the subject should be kept hidden from him. Okay, so this is the qualification. Until genuine greed, if I don't actually have genuine greed to enter into the rag marg, if that hasn't arisen in my heart, then this subject matter should be kept hidden. One remains ineligible to hear the confidential pastimes of Sri Jugal, which are saturated with ras, as long as the conception of the transcendental nature of the Lord's name, form, qualities, and pastimes has not implanted itself in the heart. In other words, one should understand that the name, form, qualities, and pastimes of Sri Krishna are fully constituted of pure spiritual transcendence, Shuddha Chinmoy Swarup. When ineligible persons hear or study these pastimes, they recall only the illusory and mundane association of men and women, and are thus compelled to fall down. Thus, they sink down into the muck of debauchery. Therefore, judicious students, proceeding cautiously, may enter into this lila after having obtained the appropriate impressions, the samskars, for aprakrit shringar ras. The fundamental conclusion is that only upon attaining the aforementioned eligibility can the sadhak undertake the discipline of raganuga bhakti. By following this method of sadhan, while still plagued with anarthas and without the appearance of genuine greed, the opposite effect will be produced. When genuine greed for Vraj Bhajan arises, one should first of all take shelter of a dear devotee of Sri Gaurasundar, that Lord who is identical in every respect to Sri Rajendra Nandan. The beloved devotees of Sri Chaitanya will instruct us on the path of Raganuga Sadhan in accordance with our eligibility. Otherwise, if one falls into bad association and by ill advice imitates the bhajan practices of those on the highest level of eligibility, then under the guise of adopting one's siddha deha, one will incur only a harmful effect. Wow, that is a great excerpt, huh? These are the words of my Srila Gurudev, cautioning us not to take these things cheaply. Yeah, I think it's very important that we read that because these songs are very high now that we're going through, and we should know, we should be cautious. Yeah, not to take them cheaply, to approach them in the right way. So that's our program for today. I guess I already did Mahamantra. I'll just do Jaidwani now. And then, okay, for anybody who wants to stay a little bit longer, after I do Jaidwani, I'm going to take a look at the Swaniyam Dashakam and Swaniyam Dwadashakam of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami and Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and because I can't even remember what they are. And then we can think if it would be good to add into the Gaudiya Giti Puja. Yeah. All right. So Jai Shishi Guru. Oh, and yeah, never mind. I was thinking maybe we could read something about Bhakti Kamal Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj, but it's too late. I think we should just, yeah. All right. Jai Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shishi Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki Jai Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju ki Jai Nitya Lila Pravishram Vishnupara Shuttara Shutta Shishmar Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Srila Gurudev ki Jai Nitya Lila Pravishram Vishnupara Shuttara Shutta Shishmar Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj ki Jai Nitya Lila Pravishram Vishnupara Shuttara Shutta Shishmar Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Nitya Lila Pravishram Vishnupara Shuttara Shutta Shishmar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj ki Jai Nitya Lila Pravishram Vishnupara Shuttara Shutta Shishmar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki Jai Nitya Lila Pravishra Maha Bhagavat Srila Gaurkishoras Babaji Maharaj ki Jai Nitya Lila Pravishra Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki Jai Nitya Lila Pravishra. Sorry, I got distracted for a minute. Nitya Pravishra, let me start over. Nitya Pravishra Srila Gaurkishoras Babaji Maharaj ki Jai Nitya Pravishra Srila Satchidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki Jai Nitya Pravishra Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki Jai Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki Jai Shri Rup Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopala Paradasa Gunath Shar Goswami Prabhu ki jai, Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki jai, Namachai Shri Haridas Thakur ki jai, Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Kshetra Mandal Gaur Mandal Brajamandal Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Sarva Abhishta Bharata Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Shri Radha Kun Shama Kun ki jai, Shri Muna Devi Ganga Devi ki jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai, Shri Bhakti Devi ki jai, Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya ki jai, Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ki jai, Jai Srila Satchidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai, his all of his Śaraṇāgati Kirtans ki jai, his Kalyana Kalpataru Gitavali Gita Mala ki jai, Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Shri Rupa Raghunath ki jai, Shri Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande, oh, and Jai Srila Bhakti Kamal Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Todiya Shubha Tiruva Titi ki jai, Swaparshad Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Vrindai Tulsi Devai, Priyai Keshavashacha, Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi, Sattvatai Namo Namaha, Pancha Kalpatarubhyashcha, Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat pranams, everybody. And all the followers, all my God brothers and God sisters, and all the followers of my Srila Gurudev should be especially grateful to Srila Bhakti Kamal Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj, because he was the one who traveled to, he's the one who first spoke Harikatha, and Srila Bhaktivedanta Trivikram Goswami Maharaj heard from him. He was Nartamananda Brahmachari at that time. And Srila Trivikram Goswami Maharaj heard from him and was attracted. And that was, so he's kind of like, I guess, a Vartma Pradarshak Guru of Srila Trivikram Goswami Maharaj and of my Srila Gurudev. He was near my Gurudev's village. He did programs there, spoke Harikatha. And when my Gurudev heard Harikatha from Nartamananda Brahmachari, my Gurudev completely went crazy, gave up all his responsibilities completely, gave up everything. And so, my Dandavat Pranams unlimited times to Srila Bhakti Kamal Madhusudan Goswami. All right, so now for anybody who wants to stick around for a few more minutes, let's take a look at this Swanyam Dashakam and Swanyam Twadashakam. Let's see, I think I have it on my computer. Yeah, there's Amit Krishna. Let's see if I can find it. Amit Krishna's word for word things. He did these two, I think he made them into word for word. Stashmula. Let's see, where are they? Are they here? No, not here. Wait. No, that's Nityananda Ashtakam. Okay. I thought he, maybe it's here. No. Okay, let's just look on the internet then. Let's see. Swa Niyam Da. Let's look at the Dvarashakam. Let's look at Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's first. Okay, I don't know whose translation this is, but we'll get an idea of what it's like. Okay, this is translated by Swami Bibi Giri. It's from the, what is the group? BG Nrsimha Maharaj's group. Bhakti Gaurav Nrsimha Maharaj. Okay, so it's 12 verses. Let's see if we should put this in the Gaudiya Giti Kucha. So these are, and remember, this is the last thing that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote. 12 verses describing the self-imposed regulations. These are Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's vows. He says, in every birth, may I attain, and this is in the same meter as Nityanandashtakam and Jagannathashtakam, and like that. So in every birth, may I attain love towards my Guru. For Sri Gauranga, his teachings delineating pure bhakti, to the holy place where the son of Shachi manifested his Leela, the Diksha mantra and the holy name of Hari, the days of Hari like Akadashi and other holy days, the followers of Sri Rupa, and that Shastra spoken by Shukla, the Srimad Bhagavatam. So in every birth, may I attain a love towards all these things. He who resides in the forest of Vrindavan, who is the very wealth of Madhur Ras and bountiful in divine mellows, always gives pleasure unto the supreme potency, Shri Radha. May that same Krishna, who appeared in Goda as a son of Shachi in order to explain the method of his own worship, always remain my master birth after birth. Three, I shall not accept vairagya, I shall not accept renunciation, which does not lead to bhakti. And I will not accept the emergence of jnana, knowledge, if it does not consciously acknowledge the personal qualities of the Supreme, Vishesh. I am not interested in Ashtanga Yoga, for it does not award the bliss of Hari Bhajan. May I only attain intense service to Radha Krishna. 4. I shall continually reside in that tirtha of the son of Shachi. I shall continuously reside in Navadvip, living in a humble cottage under a tree, performing Vraj Bhajan. I will not live in any other place, even if it is worshipped in ecstasy by great personalities such as the sages or devas, even if I'm given a palace and immense wealth there. 5. Indeed, I have no attachment to my varna, nor do I have any pride in the rules of my ashram. I have no love for dharma, for mundane piety, or adharma, for impiety in this world. However, I engage in different dharmas only to maintain this gross body. Yet, I only truly desire that dharma which helps me perform pure bhajan. 6. My vow will be to have great humility, simplicity, tolerance in all matters, respect and compassion in order to serve the feet of Sri Hari. I shall follow proper conduct as described by the devotees of the Lord and those that have manifest from the ambrosial activities of Lord Chaitanya. 7. I have no attraction to live in the majestic kingdom of Vaikuntha, nor do I desire to perform any type of mundane activities. I do not care for impersonal liberation from this world, even for a moment. Moreover, the pure pastimes of Hari, devoid of the happiness found within Vraj, give me no pleasure because they have no connection to Sri Radha. Wow. Wow. That said, let me reread that sentence. That's a really, the pure pastimes of Hari, devoid of the happiness found within Vraj, okay, give me no pleasure because they have no connection to Sri Radha. So any of Krishna's Mathura pastimes, Dwarka pastimes, they don't give me any happiness. Or any other incarnations, they give me any happiness because they're not within Vraj. And if they're not in Vraj, then that means that they have no connection with Sri Radha. I no longer care about my wife, daughters, sons, mother, and friends if they have no attachment to Hari, his devotees, and the process of bhakti. It is indeed a great fault to accept food from non-devotees and materialists. How will I perfect my Hari Bhajan by associating with such people? I will keep at a great distance those who are blinded by mundane logic, attached to material pleasures, those who are averse to Krishna and attached to the ghastly state of impersonal liberation. Even for a moment, I will never approach anyone who arrogantly worships Govinda without Radha. That is my vow. Okay, I will never approach anyone who worships Govinda without Radha. This is my vow. 10. I shall only accept that food and milk, that cloth, and those utensils that are first offered to the Lord. That cloth also, and utensils. Wow, interesting. If you get a new plate, then you should first make an offering on it, and then you can accept that plate as Krishna's remnants. I shall not associate with those things that are mundane. I will only reside at that place of my divine mistress, Radha Kund, and with a happy mind, I will engage in the blissful bhajan of Radha Krishna. At the feet of those devotees who are serving the feet of the divine couple, I will eventually be liberated from this material body. 11. There are those who are expert in following the instructions of the son of Shachi, and who, residing in Vraj, constantly serve Sri Radha, who is supremely worshipable and who relishes the ras of Sri Krishna. With a fixed mind, I will drink the nectar of their feet and sprinkle it upon my head every day. And now here's the last one. Oh wait, there's third. Okay. Never mind. My intrinsic nature is to be a servant of Hari. Yet for a long time, I have fallen into an ocean of despair because of my connection with Mahamaya. By strictly following these self-imposed regulations every day, I will be able to rise up from that ocean. Only by the mercy and help of the Vaishnavas will I be able to crush material illusion. That's beautiful. Only by the mercy and help of the Vaishnavas will I be able to crush material illusion. Okay, now here's the last verse, 13. This Swaniyam Dwadashakam has been composed explaining my own personal mode of bhajan. One who reads this with great faith and worships the beloved forms of the divine couple firmly in their mind will reside in Vraj and worship Radha Krishna as one of their manjaris, eventually engaging in various services to them. Wow. Thus ends the Sri Swaniyam Dwadashakam composed by Srimad Bhakti Satchidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Wow, that's amazing. I think I really want to add that in. What do you all think? Should I add that into the Gaudiya Giti Gucha? I think it would be really nice for everybody to have access to that. Yeah, I'd love to do a program like maybe during Chaturmasya every day we can I really like doing this thing with Chaturmasya, like picking a different program for each month. So maybe the first month we could go through Dashmula Tattva every day for a month. Then the next month we can go through, Swaniyam Dashakam every day. Then the next month go through Swaniyam Dwadashakam, and then we'll figure out what's for the last month. But like to have, a focus like that. Or you could change it every day of the week, have like another thing. That's another way we could do it. Anyways. And then after going through it again and again, every single day throughout the month, it makes your practices, your whatever rut you're doing that month, it really strengthens it, makes the objective very clear, and you start to become familiar with it. Having gone over it again and again every single day, you start to memorize, and it's really. Could you imagine having all that memorized and like just being able to go back to all the words when you chant? You can go through Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Swaniyam Dwadashakam in your head. Yeah, so I think I will add it in the songbook just so that people can that will be there available for everybody. They can start doing that because I don't think it's in any of our GVP books, and so and it was published. This was all published in Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj's Gaudiya Stotra Ratnamala, and we've been using this book a lot for this Gaudiya Giti Puja. We've been taking things from here a lot, so it's also it's not I'm doing something independent or anything like that. So anyhow, okay, I'm not going to go over the Swaniyam Dashakam because it's already getting late. But tomorrow is the appearance day. Yeah, the appearance day of Srila Bhaktivinoda Bharati Goswami Maharaj. It's also Śaraṇāgati. And so I haven't thought about what to do today. I sent a WhatsApp message to Lavang Manjari and Ambarish Prabhu asking if they would be able to come on and glorify them. So I'll wait to hear from them. But if anybody would like to glorify Srila Bhaktivinoda Bharati Goswami Maharaj also, let me know and you can have a chance tomorrow. Yeah, all right. Dandavat pranams. See you all tomorrow. Jai Shri Radhe. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol, Shri Devi Didi, Ashar Prabhu, Niri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatharini Mataji, Manjulali Didi, Shubhananda Prabhu. Dandavat pranams. Hare Krishna. And also on YouTube and Facebook, all the devotees there. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Oh wait, I didn't check the comments there on YouTube, Facebook. I should quickly do that. Rukmini Didi, Hare Krishna, Dandavat pranams, and Arjun Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat pranams. And yeah, great. Oh, and there's a bunch of devotees there. Haribol. Madhusudan Prabhu, Haribol, Raseshwari Mataji, Whistleblower, Champak Mataji, Vishaka Didi, all devotees. Hare Krishna.